Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the dynamic money flow with color switch indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched our first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that now. At the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below. You can also find a link to sign up for TradingView down below. If you use the link below, you will save a little bit of money. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform. On our Discord server, we are having great conversations about all things regarding trading. One of the biggest struggles on this channel is people who use other platforms like MT4 being able to follow along. Sometimes it can be hard to find the indicators we are using on other platforms. And so on our Discord server, I have created a channel for indicator creation. And on that channel, I pinned links to freelancers who can code indicators for MT or for TradingView. So if you don't want to create a TradingView account, you can hire a freelancer for a really small fee and have them code an indicator for the MT platform. Or if you are on TradingView and need an indicator created, something unique or an indicator for a system you have developed, you can also have them code PineScript. So use the link for either MT4 coding or use the link for PineScript. Lastly, I get a lot of people that are asking me for the entire list of all the winning indicators that we have tested to date. And whereas I am not a big proponent of gatekeeping information, I've put a lot of time and effort into creating the content on my YouTube channel. And so I don't think it is too much to ask for the viewers to go through and view the content that I've spent a lot of time creating. Now, if you are not interested in supporting our channel by going back and watching the content that I have created, then I have developed a solution for you. I've created a Patreon account. I will put a link to it down below in the description. If you sign up for Patreon and you sign up for the $9 a month account, I will send you the full list of tested and winning indicators to date. I will also send you an updated list of the indicators that we are testing at the end of each week. Now, of course, you have to stay subscribed to the $9 subscription, monthly subscription, to continue to receive the updated list of indicators. But that way, it will provide me with the support that I need to continue to provide the free content that I am putting out for everybody to view. Now, if you just love the channel in general and want to support us, then there is also a lower, I think $3 Patreon subscription that you can sign up for that will also help support the channel and keep things going, so that way I can continue to produce the content and the open information that we are creating here in this channel and in our Discord server. Again, if you have not signed up for our Discord, then you need to do that as well. It is a absolutely free platform where we have real-time ability to chat and have conversations about trading. And again, if you want to support the channel with Patreon, then you can find the link down below in the description. All right, as I said, today we will be testing the dynamic money flow with color switch indicator. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested 202 indicators. And out of those 202 indicators, 79 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of those 79 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. All right. So today's indicator is the dynamic money flow with color switch. You can see it here on the bottom of the screen. All in all, there's not a whole lot to it. Relatively simple. So we have the money flow oscillating line, and we have the overbought and oversold lines here on the chart. And so if you remember back to when we tested the money flow, we've tested it two separate indicators. We tested the standard money flow, and then we tested another one that was the chicken money flow indicator. And so we've tested, and I think that there was another version that had something to do with the Bollinger Bands, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And so this one is going to be a zero line cross. And so when we tested the original money flow, we did it as a overbought, oversold. And so very similar to like the RSI, in that it had the overbought area and the oversold area, overbought line, oversold line. And when price would break above and then come back into the area, that would be a signal for like a reversal taking place. And then the chicken money flow, we did a zero line cross version. And so this is similar in that aspect to the zero line cross, but since it's a dynamic money flow and the calculations are different than the standard money flow, then I thought it is worth going ahead and testing it. I don't remember off the top of my head. I know the standard money flow did really well. I don't remember the chicken money flow, exactly what that one was able to achieve off the top of my head. But again, my philosophy is to test each indicator, even if we have tested a similar version of it before, because it is likely that as long as the settings and everything aren't exactly the same, then it's worth testing, because with different settings and small tweaks in the calculations, we can get different results out of indicators. And so I find that it's necessary to go ahead and just test those indicators again, as long as it's not the same exact indicator on the same exact settings, then it is possible that the slight modification to the settings or to the calculations will make a drastic difference in the indicator's ability. And so let's do this. Let's go ahead and turn off the levels there. That was the overbought and oversold levels. And then we will turn on, maybe we can make this a different color. Purple. Yeah, let's make it orange. Make it stand out a little bit more. Sometimes when we do black, it looks very similar to the separation lines from the indicator to the other screens, and so kind of get confusing to the eye. And so this setup is pretty easy. We can see where the indicator is turning from a blue line, a light blue line, to a yellow line. I hope that that is noticeable. Let's actually go in and let's go ahead and change those. Let's do green, and we will do red. Let's do that. Maybe the yellow's super hard to kind of see sometimes, and so hopefully this will help it to stand out a little bit more. I think maybe the green is not doing much justice, but that's all right. So when we get a green signal, when price action is crossing up above the zero line, that is a signal to go long. When it crosses down below and it goes red, that is a signal to go short. So relatively simple setup. Again, very similar to the Chaikin money flow that we had tested, but it seems like on different calculations. So let's go ahead and play it forward and see what we can get out of this indicator. So there is the first signal right there. That is a long signal. We'll go ahead and play this forward a little bit more, see what it does. It does eventually take off, but let's see if this stops us out to the downside here. It does not. And so there we go. Decent little trade right there. And over here looks like we pick up a short signal right here on this one. It looks like that one also gets us to take profit. Let's just check this wick on this one. Yep, it was actually 75 pips. So yeah, it wasn't that close to stopping us out. So not too bad. Then we pick up a long over here. That unfortunately is not going to work out for us. Well, I guess I should be a little more mindful. Actually, this is why a single line cross indicator in almost any capacity can get really frustrating. Let's actually go back here to these signals. So this first signal would have been, this first signal here would have actually been a losing trade, because it threw the long signal and then immediately dropped back down for a short signal here, which actually ends up losing out as well. And then we pick up the long over here, and that one finally takes off, getting us into profit. This one's good. This one over here that we're working on now, let's go ahead and play it forward some, see what happens. So the long doesn't work out. The short doesn't work out. The long doesn't work out. Let's see if we can. There we go. And we finally pick up a decent trade on that short. So let's go ahead and keep playing it out here. It's funny because you can also, I know it's probably little challenging to see, but there's actually some color background. Helps it stand out even more. Alright, let's see here. So we pick up a long right here. That stops us out pretty quick with a short on that side. Then a long right there, and then back into a short over here. does eventually get us into the profit zone. So this indicator seems a little uncertain at this point. Does well at some points, not so well at other points. Really too early to tell exactly where it's going to get us. Never know the capabilities of an indicator till we really let it play out for a while. Losing trade there, 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 there. And picked up a winning trade there on that one. Keep on working through these here. So again, this is part of the reason why I'm not greatly fond of a zero line or a single lined cross type indicator, because you often get a lot of whipsaw back and forth. And it can be super frustrating. Now, of course, you can combat that by using something like a choppiness filter, something along those lines. But I prefer indicators to have a little bit of wiggle room, two lines or an area in the middle that they may need to cross, one direction or another. That tends to help out a good deal as well, filtering out the choppiness. And so, for example, we could turn these levels on, but we could change these levels to, actually I think it'd be that. Yeah. So something like that. And we would have to wait for price to cross above or below that area and create a little bit of a choppy zone, chop area right in the middle. Give us a little bit of breathing room to keep us from getting immediately whipsawed in and out and in and out and in and out of trades. Now, there's no guarantee that that would work exactly on this. It's just something that you can play around with this or other indicators. But you'll find that that can drastically increase the win ratio of some indicators. Picked up a losing trade there. One there, and then the short's still playing out here. There we go. Looks like it finally gets us into the take profit into October now, so we're narrowing in on the end of the year. I suppose you could use the money flow as a signal of trade direction or trend direction. And so instead of using it solely as a baseline. Wow, went the rest of the year without another single signal. So instead of using it as a baseline, what we could use it as a trend direction. And so if the money flow is trading below the 0 line, then we're looking for short signals. Then we could use other indicators to identify those short signals. That might be something that could potentially work. The money flow has given us an idea of what direction the majority of the money is flowing to. And so whether the underlying push or pull is either the bears or the bulls, and you can see that even when price action really isn't moving very drastically. And so this is a good example right here, this last leg right here. You can see that price action, even though it's moving down, it didn't do so in a way that would really give you a lot of indication that this was a heavy short trend. But the entire time the money flow was hovering below the 0 line. And so that could be a possibility as far as playing with the money flow. So all right, anyways, we are at the end of the year. Let's calculate up what we can get out of this. And let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. So we have 30 signals altogether, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And so we have 10 winning trades. And so unfortunately, that is not going to meet the 60% criteria. And so the dynamic money flow, unfortunately, will have to go on the no list for now. And we will move on to the next indicator from here.
If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView, and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, all right, everybody, I will see you on the next video.